Hello, heroes and sheroes. Today, I'm diving into the lives of truckers who quit their jobs, and I'm challenging myself to find out what really happens to them after they hang up their keys. I have hung mine up several times, but I always get drawn back in. Quitting a job is never an easy decision, and when you're a trucker, it can be especially daunting. With the trucking industry facing a severe shortage of drivers, you might think that quitting would be a rare occurrence, but surprisingly many truckers are leaving the profession in droves. It's an important issue to discuss, and that's why I'm tackling it head on today. When a trucker decides to quit, they often face a multitude of challenges. Financial instability is a major concern, as they're often left with uncertain income and a significant drop in pay. The job market can also be tough, with many truckers finding it difficult to transition into new careers. Emotionally, quitting can be a huge blow, especially if they've spent years building a sense of identity around their job. There are also the added pressures of explaining their decision to friends and family who might not understand why they'd want to leave a job that's often seen as stable and secure. Many truckers also struggle with the feeling of losing a sense of community and camaraderie that comes with being on the road. They've spent years building relationships with fellow drivers, and suddenly they're no longer a part of that world. This can lead to feelings of loneliness and isolation. On top of all this, there's also the worry about how they'll provide for themselves and their families in the long term. Just as a side note, many of you are not subscribed. It would really help this channel and myself out immensely. I would very much appreciate it. I'm trying to make this pay enough that I can get off the road. If that happens, I can have more time and create quality content for you fine people. Take the story of John, a trucker who spent 10 years on the road. He was earning a good income, but the constant time away from his family took a severe toll on his relationships. He finally reached a breaking point and decided to quit, but the transition was brutal. He struggled to find a new job, and his family had to significantly adjust their spending habits to make ends meet. The emotional toll was also immense, with him feeling like he'd lost a sense of identity and purpose. Stories like John's are all too common, and they highlight the stark realities faced by truckers who decide to quit. Maria, a former trucker who spent 8 years in the industry, left after dealing with chronic health issues caused by the job. It wasn't just the long hours or the unhealthy food options. She wasn't taking care of herself, and the stress only made things worse. After she quit, Maria transitioned into a local delivery job, but the pay was nowhere near what she earned as a trucker. She's had to rely on freelance work and family support to make ends meet. Despite the financial struggles, Maria says her health has improved significantly, and she's glad she made the decision. She misses the freedom of the road sometimes, but she don't miss feeling like she was trading her health for a paycheck. David worked as a trucker for nearly 15 years before deciding to pursue his lifelong passion for woodworking. It was scary. He'd had no idea if he could make it, but trucking was draining him mentally and physically. After quitting, David started a small furniture making business. While it took time to build up clients, he's now running a successful workshop and even hires former truckers who are looking for a change. He knows how hard it is to leave. You lose your routine, your income, and your sense of purpose. But for him, it was the best decision he'd ever made. The statistics are also staggering. According to a recent report, over 80% of truckers say they feel undervalued and unappreciated, leading to high turnover rates and low job satisfaction. Another study found that the average trucker stays in the profession for just 8 to 10 years, with many quitting due to burnout, health concerns, or family pressures. These numbers are a clear indication that something needs to change, and fast. What can we take away from all of this? Truckers who quit face a multitude of challenges, from financial instability to emotional turmoil. They often struggle to transition into new careers and find it tough to adjust to a new sense of normal. It's clear that something needs to be done to address the root causes of these problems and provide better support systems for truckers who are struggling. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you've ever been a trucker or know someone who has, share your experiences or opinions on what we can do to better support these hardworking individuals. It would really help my channel out if you would subscribe, so please do. We'll catch you another way another day, and until then, coffee up and hammer down.